What up? This is Nick Mo, and this is my Phase 5 response video. Got a lot to talk about, so probably gonna speed through this and split up the audio so I don't mess it up, because there's no way I'm gonna be able to record this on one full setting without forgetting something or messing something up. But anyways, last year I did make a response video, and that is because I hit one really good clip in the first night, which is single uploaded, and then after that I just could not hit anything else. I don't know what it was. Looking back at it, it might just be a lack of confidence that I had, just because there's so many other players that were consistent, and it just didn't seem realistic for me to actually beat them and become a part of FaZe. But this year I had a different mindset, and I've just been really confident in myself, knowing the amount of experience that I have, trickshotting and playing COD, since I've been here since the beginning, since everything originated, and even before that. I've been confident in myself. I know I can do it. I believe in myself. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna end this part. Alright, so we were allowed to pick our 3 best clips from Call of Duty throughout our entire time on Call of Duty. And I easily could have picked 3 of my MW2 clips, just because pretty much all of my MW2 clips were just nuts. Their standards were nuts from the time that I hit them. They were way beyond what people had imagined, months ahead. But I didn't want to do that. I wanted to pick stuff that was recent, just because it's hard to find players who, from the past and from now, have been doing well. And I wanted to show that even recently, I've been doing really well. I can still hit really nice clips, and I wanted to show clips that people may not be familiar with. Just because a lot of people, when they think of me, they think of the past, and I don't want that. I want people to continue thinking that I'm good now, not just back in the day. So, yeah, those clips that I include in this video, it was kind of hard to decide what exactly I wanted to include from my Ghost clips, just because a lot of my clips, I enjoy them all pretty evenly, but those are the ones that I decided to pick on. I had a knife cancel ×3 on Flooded without the kill cam, and that's because I sent somebody a clip and I forgot to hit capture again. But then I had 2 other clips. One was just so random, the throwing knife one was so random. When I hit it, I was so happy because it was so weird and original. And then the prison break one, just because nobody has really seen that, I thought it'd be cool to include. So as for the GF5 clips themselves, right now I only have 2 clips. I really don't even like the clips. They weren't that good to me. But the 2 hit markers that I include in the video are really nice. I would have used those in my episode if I had not gotten a hit marker. And those are the types of shots that I really want to actually hit without a hit marker. I still have 2 days left, but I work this weekend, so I don't think I'm gonna have much time to play. Hopefully I'll be able to hit some shots in that time, and it'll give me a better chance of getting in the top 100. But anyways, I only play Ghosts, and I do that because I want to stay recent. I don't really staying on the same game and playing against other trickshotters and snipers. I want to play against actual people that don't know what we're doing. And whenever people hate on Ghosts, I think of it for multiple reasons. One, a lot of people have originated trickshotting and sniping on Black Ops 2, and with that they don't want to play new Call of Duties. They want to stick with that game. Same with, when people started playing MW2 and trickshotting, and they didn't want to go to any other Call of Duties. Second, when people started playing Ghosts, they just had them, they just went in and they just wanted to hit clips. That was their whole goal, and they didn't actually try to get good at the game or get any knowledge out of it. They just expected to hit a bunch of stuff, and that's not the right type of way you should go into the game. But I enjoy Ghosts. There's a lot you can do. Although people think, oh, you can only do knife cancels, that's not true. There's so much you can do on the game. I want to include a variety of shots, cool stuff that people haven't seen or aren't really familiar with, stuff that people on MW2 today are hitting, really cool knacks, fake silent shots. I want to get good at those types of things. I want to include them and try to hit them. It will just take time and practice. So the first question that I have to answer is, why do you want to be a part of FaZe Clan? And I can already tell, so many people are gonna have the same type of responses. They're gonna be oh, you get a big fan base. Oh, you can make money. Oh, it's FaZe. They're all gonna pretty much be the same response. But I kind of want to go in depth. So 2 years ago, or even a year ago, I had no desire to join FaZe. It did not matter to me. I was happy in Tune and Just, and now Genesis, Like they've the past teams I've been in, I always thought that they were better than FaZe, but recently, like, FaZe has stepped up their game. They've been recruiting really good players, and I mean, I don't know, like, I just have the urge to really want to join. And another reason for that is because with these teams that I've been in, eventually they end in one way or another. They just die down. They don't stick around. Something happens. But with FaZe, they will always find a way to grow. And even if COD dies and trickshotting dies, they'll still be making some type of videos and still have a fan base. Like, they will make something happen. I'm sure they will. They have smart leaders. They know what they're doing. So whenever I first started trickshotting, I made a ton of videos, and I had an insane fan base, like up to 5K. That was really good for back in the day. If you weren't like in a big clan, like, that was nuts. And it's because I uploaded a lot. Even though sometimes I thought the videos were like garbage or whatever, I still uploaded them, and I still gained new viewers and new subscribers, and I could do that again today. Like, it can happen. And you know, if something happens with Call of Duty and it dies down and nobody plays it anymore, I'll find a way to make new videos that aren't Call of Duty related. Like, I've always found what PewDiePie does interesting. I've been watching him since he had like 15K or something, like way before I even imagined him being the top subscribed person on YouTube. And he was doing like walkthroughs and stuff, and I always thought that'd be cool, like that'd be really interesting, like I would want to do that. And I mean, I still do. Like, if something happens with Call of Duty, I would still definitely find a way to make videos on YouTube, because it's just my thing. Like, I don't know, it's entertaining to me.
So the second question is, why should I be a part of FaZe Clan? Might sound dumb, but I'm going to be listing a bunch of different stupid things and that I've just accomplished on Call of Duty, or I feel like I've accomplished on Call of Duty. Although it might sound like pointless, I feel like the things I'm going to say, like, have made me stand out from other people, or are unique, or you just really need to see in players nowadays. So to begin with, I've pretty much been playing Call of Duty since Call of Duty 3. I played the campaign like a million times over and over on PlayStation 2. I don't know why I enjoyed it so much. A lot of people hated Call of Duty 3, but I thought it was a really fun game. I don't know why. But I didn't really start playing online until about early COD 4, and even then I was naturally like good at the game whenever I first picked it up. I remember my first game of Call of Duty so clearly. I don't know why. I was using an M16 on BOG, and I came in first in free-for-all, and it was just so exciting. Like, I felt so happy about it. I was just naturally good, I guess. I don't know what it was, but I was pretty much just a pub stomper until early MW2. Like, I never really started sniping. I kind of tried sniping in like private match lobbies and stuff, where people would just run around no-scoping on like shipment and stuff. But I didn't start seriously trying to get good at sniping until early MW2. So while I was trying to get really good at sniping, I got into the YouTube scene, and I started watching like really much old school videos and stuff, and I made my own YouTube channel. It's not the one that I have today, it's not the last YouTube channel, but there's also another one, and on that channel I uploaded a tutorial on how to silent shot, and it was with a Dazzle. I'll probably include it in the video, as well as like a bunch of different other stuff, but the tutorial is actually really good if you watch the whole thing. And the silent shot tutorial was not the only video that I made on that channel. Like, I also made short montages which had been removed. Like, the channel got suspended because I included a lot of copyrighted music. I didn't know what I was doing. But after all of that, and whenever I started making videos, there are people in my school that I also find out I'd been making videos for Call of Duty and whatnot, and we decided to pair up and play together. So we just kind of got together, and eventually we made a comp sniping team, a competitive sniping team. And for the 4 people that I consisted of, it was just me and 3 other people from the same school. We had actually been like a top 15 competitive sniping team in early 2010. Or mid 2010, and that's, if you ask me, that's really, really good, because a lot of people were just, they had so much experience with comp sniping, and they had picked the best players from different parts of
the country, and we were just 4 people from one little area, and we were actually pretty impressive. But I didn't stick with comp sniping forever. I wasn't bored with it, but I found trick shotting to be more interesting whenever I found out about it. It's actually a really good comp sniper. I just thought trick shotting was the next big thing, and I wanted to stay with that. So the first ever trick shot that I ever hit was a 720 Simtex cancel, and at that time I was watching like Zerka Final Kill Cam episodes, and probably the best clip for those videos at the time were like 360 quickscopes in air, and the fact that I hit a 720 Simtex cancel during that time was mind-blowing. Like, crazy stuff. Like, nobody would even imagine somebody hitting that, and I hit it, and then after that, I hit so many shots that nobody had really been thinking of or trying to go for, and I was just way ahead of the game with the standards. I'll probably include like my favorite clip on MW2 for the time that I hit it, just because if you compare it to like Soar and Darren FaZe and their team tages at the time, it was better than like any team's opener closer, and I don't know, I just find that to be really cool. Nobody really knew about me at the time. A lot of people say like the FaZe 5 recruitment challenge should be for underrated players, but if you think about it, I was underrated too at one point. Pretty much everybody has been underrated at one point, and they just have to be able to prove over time that they are good enough, and with that, they won't be underrated anymore. Like, if you just keep coming back and proving that you're really good, you won't be underrated. You can't just get lucky and hope that from doing one thing, you're going to get in a big team. Like, I have been in 3 teams, which each time I joined those teams, they start like at the very bottom, and I worked my way up with them. And the fact that some people can just get in a big team from doing something special and then they just give up later on, I find like pointless. Like, you need to be able to prove that you can do well for years to come, and I've done that. Like, I've been playing since late 2010 trick shotting. Like, you can't say that many trick shotters have done that and have done consistently well. I think that the start of my trick shotting hype actually started from Willie G, Can You Willie G episode 7. I think the start of my trick shotting hype actually started whenever I came in first place on Can You Willie G's response videos, like his episode 7 or something, Can You Willie G, and I was just so excited when I found out that I won, and I always wanted to do more challenges and get better. And I wish they still had challenges like that today that didn't just include prizes, because that's what I feel like most people do them for nowadays. It's just they want to win the prizes and they don't really care about like the notice that they can get or the recognition. And I also came in first place on one of the old FaZe Kill Cam of the Months. I don't know if that's what they're called. But that video I went back to, it had like 30,000 likes and almost like 1 million views or something. Maybe even more than 1 million views, I don't remember. But the fact that that many people have seen my gamer tag and play Xbox and might get into a lobby with me, that's crazy. Like, that many people have seen my name, and it's just nuts. And I wish I could win more challenges like that. I have the urge to like win Kill Cam of the Week. I've done it in one of FaZe Reign's recent ones. But other than that, I don't know if I've actually won any. Maybe I have, but I haven't seen them. So I would still love to win those types of challenges. Probably the biggest achievement overall from my YouTube has been kitty combos. And if you have stuck around with me, if you've been a subscriber to me for a really long time, you know like how much work and effort I put into kitty combinations. It's my private match episode, and at the time I didn't know anybody else that was doing it except for Era Highs, also known as FaZe Aviate. He's the only other person doing a private match episode at the time, and his was about creativity. I wanted mine to be about complexity. And after we started making our private match episode videos, the private match scene just blew up. Like, half the trick shotters today that make series make private match episodes, maybe even more. And the fact that we kind of got people motivated to do that and that we inspired them to do that is crazy. People ask me, like, what do you think that you've inspired me to trick shot? It's like, I don't know. I didn't know I inspired you to trick shot before. It's like, I don't know. It's crazy to think that I actually caused people to find trick shotting interesting as a hobby. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. On Black Ops 2, I kind of lost interest in trick shotting just because I was good at it, but I couldn't hit shots for some reason. Like, I could do all the shots, I just couldn't hit them, and it bothered me, and I eventually just found more interest in League Play. It was, like, League Play was such a good feature in Black Ops 2, and whenever I started playing it, like a month into it, or 2 months into it, I just started only sniping in it. Nobody else, like, thought of the idea, or I didn't see anybody else like mention, hey, you should snipe in League Play. It just came to my mind since I was really good at it. I wanted to snipe in it, and about 2 months before Ghost came out, I started trying to make a like sniping League Play episode, and it actually was turning out really well. Like, I had 10-ish clips, and I ended up deleting pretty much all of them from my computer whenever Ghost came out, just because I didn't know what my audience would, like, I didn't know what they were going to think if I uploaded, because it just consisted of like 3 pieces in search, 3 pieces in capture the flag, and like quad feeds and hardpoint, and I didn't know like if people knew that those were good or whatnot, because I didn't know how many people played League Play that were subscribed to me. So I just ended up deleting all of them. The only ones I actually had left were the ones in theater. And I'm actually really mad that I deleted those clips, because I had a clip of Rambo, and I hit a 3-piece on Rambo and captured the flag with a jump shot. And his reaction was priceless, because he was on stream, and I had that recorded. And it was just, I don't know, it was so funny. Like, it was probably one of the funniest reactions I've ever seen. But yeah, I'm pretty disappointed about that. I could have made something out of, I could have started a new trend, basically. And if trickshotting doesn't work in the next Call of Duty or whatever, I could easily find something else that would be entertaining. Like, I know I could. I'm naturally good at any aspect of Call of Duty, like zombies, GB, and trickshotting, sniping. I'm good at all of them. Like, on Ghost, I was ranked like 300 or something, and Kill Confirmed, I was ranked 9,000. I got deranked over the week, so I had to work my way back up. But I'm already like 90,000 in the world for that, and like, I got back up there really, really quick. I know that stats might sound dumb, but they're actually really important. A lot of trickshotters I play with, they aren't good at the game. Like, they just are only good at trickshotting. I don't understand that. Another thing, I was rank 1 on Black Ops 2 League Play, Master rank 1, and if you ask me, that is really freaking hard to get, especially whenever I got that during pretty much the beginning of the game, whenever it kind of first came out, because a lot of people really grinded on League Play. I had it, and then I thought once you got rank 1, it would just say that on your profile, but you had to keep it until the season ended, so I ended up being rank 9. To finish off this part of the video, I just want to say, I'm 19 years old, I go to college, and I work at a restaurant, and I still play Call of Duty. Like, you can't say that there are that many trickshotters who still do that when they're that old, and they do other things in life. Clearly, I play with people who are my age. I mean, so many trickshotters, they just don't stick around. They either find something else to be interesting in life, or they don't have time for it. And I've stuck around with it. I don't know. I feel like I could really make something out of it in the future. A lot of people believe YouTube isn't a realistic thing, but to make a career out of, at least. But it is a realistic thing. In our generation, you can actually make a career out of YouTube and make money. Although it's extremely, like, you'd have to be extremely rare, like that 0.2%. You can make it happen, and you can do something with YouTube. And the fact that I haven't found a career that I actually want to go through with, and I don't have any ideas. Like, I'm going to college just because everybody goes to college. Like, if I actually ended up becoming a big a big face on YouTube, I would make something out of that. I would make a career out of it because I have no clue what I want to do as a career, something that I feel like I would actually enjoy. There's just nothing that I find interesting. So yeah, that's about that. And if I actually made, like, I don't want to end up where my mom's at right now, just because she works at like a plasma donating center or something. And she always complains about how much she hates it here. Like, she wants to move back to Germany, but she doesn't have the money. And if I made money like rain, like, I would definitely pay her back. I would, like, for what she's done to help me and like allow me to play Xbox all the time and be lazy. Like, I would be like, hey mom, this is what you get for helping me out for all those years. Like, I don't know. That'd just be awesome. Like, it'd be the best feeling ever. And I don't know what else to say. Hopefully I answered all the questions. Hopefully I didn't forget anything. But yeah, that's that. If I could pick any other people that I think should make the top 100, I would go with, let's see. I'd go with Hi, Baby Cakes, Burr, Fabian, and Galaxy. Those would be the people that I would really want to see in the top 100.
Yo, what up? This is Nick Mo. This is the vlog to my Phase 5 response. Right now I'm in a party with Burr. And, yeah, they didn't specify whether or not we actually had to show our faces, so here you go. This is just a little preview. Wish me luck. Goodbye.